Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Over the last several days or so, there's been no shortage of people tagging me on Twitter asking why 10 billion XRP is missing from the circulating supply, the global circulating supply of XRP. Perfectly reasonable question because the most popular coin index price tracking website on the planet, coinmarketcap.com, is misreporting data and has been for a long time. And it's been going on long enough that a Ripple employee has chimed in saying that this looks borderline suspicious. So I'm going to share with you those thoughts as well as highlight a couple of wrong ways to look at what's happening here, if I could just say that. Some people get some interesting ideas and go off into tinfoil hat land a bit, and I'll tell you what, the way I'm designed by nature, that is just not where my mind goes, because there's no logical reason for any mind to go into such a place. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. But before I go any further, I do want to be clear at the outset that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who makes YouTube videos as a super duper fun hobby about Ripple and XRP and crypto and unicorns, mostly unicorns. That's all that's going on here, though. And so, as I'm recording this here, XRP happens to be at $1.52, and CoinMarketCap is reporting the circulating supply, and I'll round the number here. They're reporting it as 35 billion XRP. Now, this gives XRP today a market cap position of number 7. Number 7. Now, if you go to livecoinwatch.com, which is accurately pulling data, you can see that XRP is actually number 5 in market cap, not number 7. And the actual circulating supply, and I'll round this number as well, 46 billion XRP. So what in the ever-loving hell is going on here? And look, understandably, I don't blame anybody that tagged me is like, where'd the 10 billion XRP go? I'm just being curious, like, what's going on? Is something actually functionally wrong? It's reasonable to question that. That's not wacky. But here you have Leonidas, who runs XRParcade.com, and he pretty well got to the bottom of this. Because there's somebody that just asked, why circulating supply of XRP down to 35 billion? Leonidas jumped into this thread on Twitter and said CoinMarketCap is pulling the oldest data instead of the newest from here, and then he provided a link, data.ripple.com. And then somebody else jumped in named, what is this, Bear Big. You tell me how the hell to say that. I don't know. Anyway, but responded to Leonidas and wrote, did you see the date? That's from last month, not today. And if you go to Ripple, it's from 2021 in April. So I don't think this is a miscalculation. It's not updated yet. And then Leonidas responded with the following. This is not the first time this occurs. And it turns out he actually has this article that he wrote on his website from June 12th of last year, 2020, titled XRP Circulating Supply on Reporting Websites Breaks Due to Faulty Integration. Look, there have been a number of times over the last few years where there have been various blips here and there with XRP and sometimes with other coins, including Bitcoin, and they get fixed rather quickly, and so it's not something that I commit to memory. So this, I don't recall the specifics of this. I don't know if I knew about it at the time or if I even perhaps would have mentioned it on my channel. I just simply don't recall. My simple little Moon Lambo brain does not retain everything. But these things happen, not the end of the world, not a big deal, but it's strange now that it's been at least, several days, and it's a clearly a huge mistake. You're talking about one of the biggest, most well-known cryptocurrencies on the entire planet, XRP, and you're going to tell me that the people at CoinMarketCap have not yet figured out that there's a freaking problem? There's been no shortage of people contacting CoinMarketCap to make them aware. There's no way they could have avoided, even on social media alone, Twitter specifically, there's no way they could have avoided all of the people within the XRP community saying, hey, just so you know, this is some whack-ass information, but still nothing. So what the hell's going on there? A little strange, isn't it? And so even Leonidas here, he tagged CoinMarketCap. And this is just a couple days ago, and wrote, please fix the XRP circulating supply CoinMarketCap. You are pulling data from June 2016. How does that happen? There's like, okay, glitches happen, fine, whatever. I don't actually want to know because it's probably some stupid, boring technical answer. I'm probably not that interested, but I do want it fixed. Data from 5 years ago, just about 5 years ago, that's kind of ridiculous. Just saying. And so this is where Ripple employee Nick Bougalis jumped in here, and he's a cryptographer and software engineer working at Ripple. And so he retweeted that from XRP community member Leonidas, the tweet that I just cited there, and he wrote the following. It's weird, borderline suspicious, really, that CoinMarketCap hasn't fixed their XRP market cap calculation bug yet. Now, please let me pause right there before reading the rest. It's a bug. It's a glitch, all right? Just to be super duper clear, I don't think there's any reasonable person that's going to dispute that, right? And so then he writes, I don't care about market cap per se. It's about presenting blatantly wrong data. For them to not fix this promptly is a disservice to everyone using that site. Yeah, and I agree that with that as well. And I don't have anything like super duper against CoinMarketCap. I mean, I don't like this. So I guess you could say I have this against it. It's even this isn't the end of the world. I don't like it, and it makes me wonder why the hell they've not fixed it. Because it can't be a hard fix. There's no way that this could be a hard fix, right? And then you got Live Coin Watch, which is properly reporting. And I'll tell you what, Live Coin Watch, I've always preferred the format of their website. It's just nicer to look at. I've always been a bigger fan of Live Coin Watch. And so that's not saying that CoinMarketCap is a horrible website. I don't want to make them out to be some sort of terrible piece of trash or something like that. But they are messing up here. That's very fair to say, I think. And now I want to share with you a few tweets here. And I want to be clear here that... and I always want anytime, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be critical of a couple tweets here. And anytime I'm critical of tweets, I try to remember to make sure I let the public know that it does not mean I'm being critical of the person. I'm not making fun of the person. I'm not calling them stupid. I'm not being rude. None of this stuff. I'm challenging the ideas that the humans have presented, right? I'm not challenging the person. This doesn't mean that I don't like them or think less of them or anything like that. So I always worry about that, especially in the off chance a couple of these guys are watching this video. I don't want them to feel like they're being attacked. Because look, I'm going to challenge the ideas in the tweets. And I've seen these ideas spouted from a number of different people. They're not the only ones. And I will challenge the idea no matter who it comes from. It's not about the individual here. And so somebody named ArrowUp responded to that tweet from Nick Bougalis saying, hey, this is borderline suspicious. And that's fair. Like, that's not conspiracy theory land stuff. Like, that is, hey, do you have some sort of motive we are unaware of CoinMarketCap that makes you want data listed in a specific way? Do you actually functionally have something against XRP? I don't know. Those aren't terribly weird questions. And I'm not convinced that's the case. I'm still wondering here. Maybe there is a simple answer. You know, maybe there isn't anything nefarious going on here, right? But somebody named ArrowUp responded to that tweet from Nick Bougalis and wrote the following. Not weird. XRP is the chosen one, and they know it. When we have SEC clarity, we will beyond moon. Yeah. So here's the thing. Normally when I see stuff when people write something about XRP being the chosen one, it usually does go to some sort of, like, to me, idea that's rather foreign and bizarre. It's like as if there are people in some secret room choosing, oh yes, XRP, this will be the one coin to rule the world, or something strange. Like, I see stuff like that on social media though. And so if I were to say something like XRP is chosen, like, it would be more like Ripple's customers are choosing it because it's good as a bridge currency. And I have said stuff like that actually, but that I don't mean this. Like, I do not mean that there's some sort of people in a secret room, like they're pulling the strings, running the planet, and everything's a stage and all that crap. I don't buy into the conspiracy. There's no evidence for it. It's silly nonsense stuff here. And if so, these people that are choosing it, they're not doing a good job controlling Live Coin Watch, then, which is properly reporting the data. So anyway, Ripple employee Nick Bougalis responded to that tweet and wrote, yeah, listen, this chosen one stuff is nonsense. And I actually very firmly agree with that. It is nonsense. And again, I'm not saying that to make fun of the person, but the idea of it itself, I want to challenge the idea because I don't think it's grounded in reality. And I think that it's worth citing something like that. And then here's another one. I think or wait, is it on the next tweet? Maybe it's, yeah, here it is. Somebody named AC130. And again, this also is not against this person, but I think it's fun to talk about this stuff anyway. And I like lively, friendly debate anyway. So, and I welcome pushback. If you think that I'm wrong on this, I welcome pushback. Challenge my ideas too. That's perfectly fine. I just don't want us like making fun of each other, right? That's not ideal. Let's stick the making fun of stuff. Like, let's keep that just for like that asshat Jay Clayton. Let's reserve it just for the asshat, and then for the rest of us in the XRP community, let's not make fun of each other, right? So anyway, AC130 responded to Nick Bugalis and wrote, "Wouldn't you say that someone like the IMF would choose XRP with a supply they could use and control over, say, XLM, which already has majority of supply burnt? For central bank digital currency purposes, not a conspiracy, just the better choice." And so I've seen stuff like this, but to me, it's like it's an incoherent like thought process basically. And I don't mean that in a rude way. It's just like it doesn't make sense. Nobody has any sort of special controls over the XRP ledger itself in terms of permissions, and in terms of supply. I don't know why anyone would think that the IMF that's the International Monetary Fund. Why would anyone think that they'd suddenly magically have control of XRP, and why would they want to have control over it? It's a fledgling. Look, it's one of the most adopted cryptocurrencies like in the world, and I love XRP and it's fantastic. But still, it's like a fledgling thing because the whole crypto asset class is new. XRP is barely being used for at this stage. I mean, relative to like global transactions, it's barely being used to bridge currencies at this point. But it is, and so that's not a rip on XRP. You know, I love XRP. I'm impressed with the progress that's been made. In fact, I'm just acknowledging that this all takes time, and we're in an early state here. But why the hell would the IMF even see that and think? I mean, they're aware of what globally how money flows over the planet, but geez, why would you think that they'd want to control the supply of XRP, and how the hell are they going to get it? Like it's so like the thought to me, it's just so out there, and it's just not grounded in like functionally how cryptocurrencies move across the planet or any sort of facts or data. And it's also most of what I just read there. Beyond that. I don't really know what this person is getting at, but I do see stuff like this. So there's some sort of thought behind it that maybe they need to clarify further. Fine, that's fair enough too. But damn, I'm not sure where even the beginning points of this is coming from. And so then Ripple employee Nick Bugalis responded to that also and wrote, "Nothing you said made an iota of sense to me." And then there was this from my fellow XRP YouTuber, the Blockchain Backer, retweeted that comment from Nick about this being borderline suspicious that XRP is not being properly reported on CoinMarketCap, and Blockchain Backer wrote the following: "Sure does make good marketing for Binance, the owner of CoinMarketCap, with the incorrect order being as it is while everyone is searching about Ethereum, and that sweet doggy coin." And so you can see the number 4 top 4 coins. It specifically it swaps the places of that sweet little doggy coin and XRP though, and I don't know why CoinMarketCap would care about that. Is it just like poor management? I mean, that's a possibility too. They could just be apathetic. That is possible. It's just ridiculous because they're the go-to for most people. They're not my number one go-to. I prefer Live CoinWatch, like I said, but they're the number one go-to for a ton of people. I think that they're the most popular website that does what they do. And then there's this tweet from Frecky, who wrote, XRP community member Frecky wrote, "Real market cap, time to move away from CoinMarketCap for all of us." And I don't blame, for any XRP community members that are frustrated by this, I find it a little bit frustrating too. I just don't like, misrepresentation here, because it is going to impact what people think and feel about XRP, because right or wrong, like these cryptocurrencies, everyone's jockeying for position here effectively. And this is an artificial suppression of XRP, and so when people see this, it's gonna have an impact, especially all these new people. It's gonna do something, and so even if it's not a huge impact, it's still something, and it's inaccurate. Like, this just needs to get fixed. There's no good reason to keep this going on like this for so long. I just don't understand it. So. Anyway, ultimately, look, there's nothing wrong. It's not like 10 billion XRP is actually missing, but you wouldn't believe how many times I've been asked that. And again, that's not a critique. I think, yes, I'm glad that you're aware of this and asking these questions, but we got to get this damn thing fixed, right? And by we, I mean actually not us, just specifically CoinMarket. You have to fix it. You have to fix it. That's the right word. All right, I'll go ahead and wrap up there. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.